I've got the loop set up. This is the more sophisticated one. You can see, of course, if I start the sphere up high, it gets around no problem. Start it way too low, doesn't get around. Theory says that if it starts at 2.7 times the radius of this loop, it should get around no problem. So let's go ahead and measure. I'll bring it a little bit closer, so hopefully you can see. Now, of course, measuring the radius is rather difficult, so we'll measure diameter. All right, so hopefully you can see pretty well. I would say the diameter of that loop is about, we'll say, 19.6 centimeters. Let's go ahead and do our calculation. Okay, with our factor of 2.7 times the radius, I'm getting 26.5 centimeters. So it should work that if I start up at 26.5 centimeters, it should get around no problem. So let's hold this here. Okay, so 26.5 centimeters, looks like it's right around there or so. I'll start maybe just a little bit higher for good luck. And so now, at this height, you should get around no problem. Still didn't work. What's going on? Well, of course, in our theory, we're assuming that it's rolling without slipping, right? The only way for friction to not do any work is to be a static force of friction, so every point of contact is at rest with respect to the surface. Maybe it's rolling and slipping. Maybe friction is doing some negative work. Well, it turns out there's an equation that would help us out with this. All the equations for moment of inertia are some factor times mr squared. We'll call that factor lowercase k. In this case, for the sphere, it's 2/5. Well, I'm not going to go through the theory, but here's an equation that shows that if the angle theta of the incline is less than or equal to inverse tangent of this quantity, mu sub s times 1 plus k over k, then we should be able to roll without slipping. So, of course, the factor of k is going to be 2/5. I looked it up. For for steel on an aluminum track, mu sub s equals 0.61. So let's go ahead and calculate the range of angles that this should work for. Here I'm only giving you 2 sig figs, so we have 2 sig figs in our angle. Should be getting 65 degrees, right? And so it turns out for any angle less than or equal to 65 degrees for a steel sphere on an aluminum track, it should roll without slipping. It should be no problem. All right, I've got my comically large protractor here. Let's measure. Okay, try to bring it a little bit closer here so you can see. Here's the incline. Try to get that there, right there to the vertex or so you should be able to see. Okay, and so it looks like right around there. So the angle of the incline looks like about, 57 degrees. So it should work, right? Because 57 degrees is less than 65 degrees. So what's going on? All the theory says it should work. What's happening? Right, there's still some friction. How is there still some friction? Well, there are all sorts of irregularities in the track. It's not a perfect system. I mean, you can literally hear friction taking energy out of the system because every time it rolls along here, it's scraping along. You can hear friction producing sound taking energy out of the system. So it's not conservation of energy.